Right, welcome. This is a video series on how to make money on this freelance marketplace called Legiit. And you get to learn it from me, someone who's actually done it before. I've sold around 500K in services on Legiit, so I know exactly how to do it and how you can do it as well. And in this video series, I'm going to show you step by step how to make money with this platform. There's just one thing, and I want to be fully transparent with you. I have been banned from this platform because I created my own marketplace. It's called Vetted with 3 T's, and we take 0% in fees. We focus on a more higher end or premium type of freelancer. So if you are a more seasoned and experienced freelancer, make sure to join on this link right here. I'd love to have you on. But if you're just starting freelancing, sites like Fiverr and Legiit work fine. Again, Vetted is more for a premium type of freelancer, both freelancer and client. The services are more high-end and the platform as a whole is more premium and bespoke. And just to end this intro, anything you learn with this video can be applied on Vetted or any other marketplace. So my goal with this is that you watch the videos and then actually go implement what you learned, ideally on Vetted, or you can do it on any other marketplace. Thank you so much and I hope you enjoy. For example, this service right here, I had someone leave a negative review, which was totally okay. I'm totally okay with it because I understand the customer's frustration. And even though I don't agree 100% with this, I managed to take that negative review and make something good out of it. So let me explain. These are PBN links that you point at your website and make it rank higher in Google. Of course, PBN links alone won't rank a site in Google. You need on-page SEO, you need other things regarding off-page SEO. But for the sake of it, let's just read this review. The buyer said, well, I didn't see any improvements at all in almost 2 months. Totally valid. Might be true, might be false, I don't know. I'll believe the customer, of course. So let's say this is true. And it might be because PBN links don't do the job on their own. It's important to do other types of optimizations. But what did I do with this review? This review was down here, somewhere here. This right here. There's here other ones which I can go over them as well, but this one is a fake one, for example. This was a big issue with the client, but let's now focus on this one. What I did was I took a screenshot of this review and I used it in a way that other customers that saw this review would see how I replied to it and how I acknowledged the review. So first of all, you need to acknowledge it. Acknowledging a review is really, really important. And this is what I did here. Acknowledge the review. But the first step is to acknowledge the review, which I already did here. And I also did down here, acknowledging the review with a reply. Then you want to be nice to the person, okay? Because if it is a genuine negative review or from a bad experience or a bad product they bought, it's your fault. It's always your fault, okay? It's always your fault. Of course, there are cases where it's not your fault as a business. Something else might have happened, but in the end, it's almost always your fault. So what I did here was just reply and trying to teach him, not teach him a lesson, of course, but trying to explain to him why he saw the results he saw, which were none. Which I said, links aren't everything. Without a good on-page SEO, you can build links, you can build all links you want to see any ranking improvements. That being said, send me a PM, I'll send you your money back, because I'm not trying to scam anyone. So I acknowledged the review, I said, I wrote this right here for other customers that read this review in specific to know why he didn't see any improvements. So you have to give so you have to reply to the review, okay? So you have to acknowledge and then reply in specific to the review, which was what I did here. And then you have to give something back as a form of compensation, which again I did. So I said, send me a private message and I will refund you all your money back. So I'm not trying to argue here. I'm not trying to say, blah, 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 you did this bad, you did this good. I'm not trying to argue. I just acknowledge it, explain why, and then offer something in return to repay him. Then this happened here as well above. A customer saying, I can't really remember this one, but complaining of the traffic. Then of course I acknowledged it, I explained it, and I offered for the money back as well, I think. If I didn't do it here, I did it through a private message. But the goal here is to acknowledge, reply to the review specific. And then on Google My Business, you can't do this. But what I did was take the review and put it up here in the actual service description. So I took a negative review and put it on my sales page. This is not very common, but it's something that I did, something that I chose to do because it brings out the transparency in the business.